Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And as always, today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So sit back, relax, and before we fully jump on into this video, I do just want to ask if you guys could please leave a like on this video. It does help the channel grow immensely. And of course, you guys already know that I always do greatly appreciate that. And as you guys can probably tell, yes, I am still sick. Probably going to get a little bit worse in terms of vocal range. So I do apologize if it does sound rough. Hope that you guys can look past it. But overall, I do want to talk to you guys about, XRP and some, exciting things around XRP. Like, I really want to address the idea that, like, if we're talking about any sort of asset within this, market, right? Like, I still see a lot of hate getting thrown around about XRP. Hey, XRP's going nowhere. It's a garbage coin. It's gonna do nothing. It's not moving at all. And like some stuff like that, I honestly love to hear it. Like we are currently at this point in this market where we could easily 10x from here, and people will still continue to say, yeah, XRP is nothing. XRP is going nowhere. It's going to zero. Like, we still have so much, frustration and hate towards XRP. And it really stems from, masqueraded, target points and stuff. Like, everybody's saying XRP is going to go to $10,000 overnight and stuff like that. I actually made like an April Fool's joke about this. But, when we are talking about XRP, it really is one of the most bullish assets within this space right now. And the reason why is just because of everything that is really kind of waging on this SEC lawsuit. So without further ado, let's kind of move on and let's talk about a few things specifically regarding the SEC lawsuit. So sit back, guys, and let's jump in. So last night I went and tweeted this. I said one of the most bullish altcoins has to be XRP. 4 years without an all-time high. Chart is coiled up. SEC lawsuit looks, about finished in favor of Ripple. Mass relistings plus partners rejoining. Ripple IPO. On-demand liquidity adoption growing rapidly. And Flare and the Liquidity Hub are going live this year. Now, initially, before I started recording this video, I said, what is the best way that I could really kind of, go through this and explain why XRP is one of the most bullish altcoins right now within this market? And I said, let's kind of go through this one by one. So first off, obviously, yes, XRP, it's been 4 years without an all-time high. I know everyone is frustrated that are probably holding from that time. If you aren't frustrated, then hey, you have diamond hands, my boy. But ultimately speaking, when we are talking about XRP, and we're talking about the all-time high, January 4th, 2018, yeah, I mean, it's been 4 years. It's honestly going on 5 years now. So, it's going to be 5 years, January of 2023. Are we going to go to the all-time high at around the same time frame, in 2023? That would be pretty interesting to see, but honestly, I think that our time is very, very close. I think that it actually happens way sooner than that, and the reason why is because of the chart. So I have been, doing some technical analysis on XRP almost every single day now, really kind of addressing it in some of my daily uploads and things like that. And ultimately speaking, when we are talking about XRP and we're talking about the next major stepping stone for XRP in terms of the bullish breakout event, is basically 93 cents almost, or 92 cents realistically speaking. It's like 92.5 cents. Now, why is this level so crucial for us to break out of? Well, if we are looking back in time on some fib outreaches, so this is going off at $3.59. Now, this is what, we're going off of a point that, realistically speaking, is on some other charts. If we go from the all-time high here at about $3.84, you guys can kind of see this change all together. So, just so that you guys know that this is like 100%, like I'm not trying to mess with you guys. You guys have it. So, that level kind of gets moved around a little bit. Like this is like 98.72 if we're going off of the topping point for Bitstamp. All these exchanges are different in terms of their all-time highs, but you can kind of see this level being moved around slightly. I kind of like to go off of the coin market cap all-time high, which is, and we can kind of zoom in real quick and just kind of get that all-time high for you guys. So it's about like $3.37, 78 roughly. It's honestly all up to you guys on what all-time high you're going to really go off of. Of course, like I said, you guys can go off of any all-time high. I know that the one, I think it's on Bitstamp. I believe it's Bitstamp's chart. So here's the Bitstamp price chart. So $3.32 almost. We do see that 236 down there at around like roughly 87 cents. We've been hitting resistance at that point. So realistically speaking, it doesn't really matter what fib outreach you start at. It's still within that range of about like 87 to 92 cents. And we are waiting for that breakout event because every single time that we have broken out above that 236, significant price action has, ensued after. And that is the ultimate price that, we are kind of watching for to really kind of break out of, simply because once we do kind of break out, it's going to start that next major move up, similar to what we did see back in April of 2021, back even in August of 2021, where we hit that resistance point at, of course, that Fibonacci level of the 382 at $1.43. But you guys can clearly see that every single time that we have broken out, we have tested some highs, even going back to the all-time high in 2017. Now, like I said, this is coiling up. I mean, sorry, I did not mean to hit the volume, but here we have, us kind of coiling up on, that major support zone of about the 50-day EMA, kind of riding a little bit above the 10-day EMA on that nice little support drop down here to about like 80 some cents. And honestly, this chart looks extremely good. Now, all while we are talking about that, we're talking about, mastery listings plus partners joining. So obviously, there's going to be mastery listings on some major top-tier exchanges. But also, do not forget the fact that XRP at one point in time had 38 out of the top 100 banks already signed on. Now, since this was 2019, a lot has changed. In fact, there's been a lot new partners. There's been, a few that kind of signed off a little bit. But for the most part, Ripple has been killing the game. And you guys can see the status. You guys can see like SBI. Like SBI is a huge, partner for them. Like they provide them with a ton of access to other major banks. But for the most part, yes, we will see mastery listings and mass partnerships rejoining the team. And honestly, I know the question is going to be asked in the comments. When do you foresee this happening? Well, honestly, we could be seeing this within weeks. We've seen Brad Garlinghouse say we'll see some decisions maybe within weeks. I'm optimistic we'll see some decisions maybe within weeks. I think the questions that the court has been asking have been very thoughtful, and I'm hopeful that we'll get some clarity soon. Now, this goes back to March 10th, 2022. So realistically speaking, we don't know when this is going to actually happen. Could it be weeks away? 100%. When do I foresee it actually happening, though? I think that it happens within the Flare, launch, and I also think that it happens within the Liquidity Hub launch. Now, Flare is launching on July 4th. That is, of course, if everything kind of works out with the audit. We do see down here, trail of bits, rectification of, or if issues are found, if audit passes, and then Flare launch on the 4th of July. Now, this actually kind of aligns perfectly within our timeline on a settlement happening within the summer to September timeframe. Now, I've always said that a settlement will happen when we least expect it. So everyone's kind of expecting a settlement happening within the September timeframe. I think that happens sooner than later. Now, also, we got to realize that, Flare is a huge crucial part to this. I mean, Flare will essentially connect everything. But they are definitely doing some interesting things. I'm excited for the Flare, airdrop. I've been waiting forever, just like all of you. For those individuals that are wondering if they were going to get the Flare airdrop, you had to be holding XRP on December 12th, 2020. I'm very excited for the Flare airdrop. I think that's going to be very significant. But with that, Flare comes. We see a bunch of like partnerships happening, mastery listings. I mean, the price of XRP is probably skyrocketing at this point. And then we talk about crypto liquidity with on-demand liquidity. Okay, and we do see, Ashish says, RippleNet ended the year with a payment volume run rate of about $10 billion and expanded our on-demand liquidity product to 22 destination markets, observing that this milestone brings on-demand liquidity near to complete global coverage. Okay, now think about it like this. With the Liquidity Hub launching, which will essentially, utilize the power behind on-demand liquidity, utilizing XRP, like, think about how massive of an opportunity we have to be in something this early. Okay? Regulations are right around the corner. In fact, the SEC has been massively, being a pivotal, I would say, control freak about, crypto adoption and crypto regulations in general, right? they've been kind of stifling crypto adoption. They've been saying no to all Bitcoin ETFs. They've just been like on a rampage right now. And we do see this from 4 hours ago. SEC chair, retail crypto investors should be protected. I mean, how comical is this when we are talking about the SEC? Like, are they really even protecting any retail investors at this point? I mean, I don't feel protected at all. And I do ask all of you individuals that are watching this video right now, do you feel like the SEC protected you with XRP? I mean, honestly. And it's just comical that this is still ongoing. Like, they want to make sure that they are focused on, stable coins and, DeFi and stuff like that. And now they're trying to go after, even, exchanges. I just mentioned this yesterday. And we did see here, SEC Chair Gensler calls for more regulation on stable coins and crypto firms' custody market making arms as well. Like, things are just getting out of hand right now from the SEC. Like, I think that they are 100% overstepping their boundaries. Let me know what you guys think about that down in the comments below. But they're essentially, I would say that they're launching an all-out war on crypto right now in terms of regulations. I think that, over-regulating this space is going to ultimately kill it. I think that when we're talking about, innovation in general through, digital frameworks and digital technology, I think that they are stifling innovation 100%. Now, with all of this in mind, we are still seeing major updates within Ripple still, though. Nothing in terms of, innovation has been stifled. Not only are we talking about liquidity hubs, not are we, just honestly talking about Flare as well, but on-demand liquidity and stuff like that. Like, all of that goes hand in hand, but also Ripple does announce this. Ripple to create standards allowing complex NFT solutions on the XRP Ledger platform. NFTs are coming. Not only are NFTs coming, but we've seen so many NFT projects actually launching on the XRP Ledger. Xpunks is definitely one of them. That is, something that everyone should be watching for, especially if you are an XRP investor. But more and more NFT use cases are going to be happening and coming to this space. Now, when we talk about NFTs, I've always said, I don't really care about JPEGs and, PNGs and this and that when it comes to NFTs. I care about real estate. I care about carbon credits, commodities, equities, stuff like that. Like, anything that can be tokenized will essentially be tokenized at some point in time. So when I talk about NFTs, I talk about real life use cases, and we are seeing that, becoming a thing down here. Like, we are going to be utilizing the XRP Ledger's NFT capabilities to really kind of march into use cases within the real life, situation. So I'm very excited for this. Again, this is going to provide a ton of value to XRP as well. Like, I think that when we look at XRP, everyone always looks at the flashiness, like, oh, hey, they're going after cross-border payments, they're going after, this, that. But also think about, like, the other markets that it's really involved in. I mean, liquidity definitely is a big selling point, but NFTs definitely are a big, crucial area as well. And last but not least, to really kind of sum this up, we did see this article posted saying Bitcoin's not the future of money, but this crypto could be. And we seen XRP being mentioned. Now, this was pretty significant because we've never really seen something like this in terms of a bullish news announcement. But XRP is a cryptocurrency whose blockchain is rapidly being adopted by many of the world's largest banks. The Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce has already started using it, as have banks in Israel and Australia. The banks that are adopting XRP say that the blockchain's fast speed gives it an advantage in processing global payments. This makes perfect sense compared to other cryptocurrencies. XRP offers many more transactions per second. It is already the second most popular blockchain in terms of daily transactions, and it could get more popular as more banks start using it. Guys, I honestly want to tell you guys right now that, we are so early within the space. Like, when we are talking about XRP, we're talking about crypto liquidity and things like that. I don't think the retail individual understands transactions per second. I don't think that the retail individual understands the potential behind XRP and also Ripple. I try to describe this on a day-to-day basis with you guys. I mean, it's very hard to describe this, but liquidity is such a key, crucial area, not only for banks, but also for everything. Liquidity makes the world run, and that's why when we talk about, on-demand liquidity through RippleNet, it is such a big, area, and I would say it's a key area to focus on. I know that I just said, like, we always focus on, like, the flashiness about XRP, and, on-demand liquidity definitely is, like, the flashiest point, that we could focus on with Ripple and XRP, but, there's so much more. XRP has limitless potential, especially in terms of use cases with a ledger. This is also why I talk about like Hedera a lot on this channel. Like these DLTs have the potential to truly reshape the entire world economically, but also in every other area as well. It's not all about finance. There's so many other areas that these DLTs could really make a big difference in. Hedera being focused on like sustainability, energy, and stuff like that. Like they were truly killing the game. So, definitely pay attention and not only, the major use cases, but also look at the other things that these, assets, or I should say networks and ledgers are actually really, achieving. So with that being said, if you guys do want more content, my exit plans and stuff like that about XRP, you guys can go check out NCashOfficial.com. Best deal for your buck is the Ultimate Crusader Trading Bundle Pack, which does include everything on the website, as well as all future content for free. But with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys want more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.